Everybody, you're back with Joey Ciccone, Tony Montana, World Center of Broadcast Media, live in Las Vegas. Las Vegas, baby. That's where it happened. 1970, you came out here.
Yep.
Is that
January 1st. It's 47 years come this January.
That's a long time ago. Right now, we're going live, too. It's nice, man. Scotty, let it roll, too. Why'd that come on? Trying to... Yeah, man. It's great, man. We're just trying to do some things in the studio. We got a live recording going right now. Try to get Tony on there, too, if you can. Stay up there, baby. Beautiful. So 1970, man, you come out.
January.
What was that? How was that? I mean...
185,000 people.
You had the lounges. You had everything. We had our people doing things. I mean, please compare that to today.
Well, I had a lot of lounges here in Vegas and restaurants.
You had your own.
Yeah. And, yeah, I did. I ran then I started running a few for Tony, Villa d'Este.
Right.
And a couple other places that he put out.
Right, Tony, and I wanted to talk about those clubs. It's because I get so confused. It's not that I get confused, but, all right, let's do this. You're a good, obviously you were an operator for Tony, and then Joe Pig, like, he taught you a lot of things, right? He was a chef. He was Sam's driver.
Mm-hmm.
But he was a friend of yours, right? But good guy, yeah, nice guy?
He was a very nice guy. That's why he did 18 months. He wouldn't open his mouth.
Yeah, because he kept his mouth shut. He wasn't a rat.
That's right. He did 18 months.
That's beautiful, man. And because I was reading,
he was a gentleman. Matter of fact, I did his eulogy in John Smith's article when he passed.
Right. And so what I wanted to ask you, because I was doing like a lot of research, but I want to get it clear and maybe the fans and friends and everything. So the club first. At the beginning was it? Did I get it right? Was it the Couch and Sixth?
Coach and Six.
Or it was the
Coach and Six.
I'm always thinking about the Couch, friend.
You're talking about Villa d'Este.
I'm talking about the whole breakdown, what it was, what it went to.
Well, the Coach. It was called Coach and Six.
Okay. Now, who had that? Was that yours?
Sam Ciccone had it.
Okay, Sam Ciccone had that. Okay.
And Johnny Drew was running it for him.
Okay.
And Johnny Drew was Italian. He just changed his name.
Right.
And so Joe Pig came out here with Ciccone.
Right.
Because Phyllis McGuire.
Right. I loved that.
Joe Pig was driving.
I seen Phyllis at Rampart one night. I wish I could have her come to the show.
And Joe Pig was driving Sam Ciccone around. Sam said, "Listen, take me to our restaurant. We're going to go eat."
I know.
He took him to this Coach and Six.
Yeah.
When he went in there, Joe fell in love with the place.
He goes, "Mink at us."
No, he didn't say nothing until they walked outside. And then Joe told me the story. He said, "We walked outside. We're getting back in the car, and Joe said, I turned to Mooney and said, who was Sam Ciccone?" He said,
Right.
I like this place." And Sam said, "You like it that much? You want it?" He said, "Yeah, I'll take it in a minute. Let's get out." They got out of the car, walked in. He told Johnny Drew, Drew to go back to the Stardust, and Joe took it from there.
Right. Well, I love it. He said, like, the food's good. It's a nice place. Boom. And it happened.
Yep.
And he. So then you did like a switcheroonie. Then this one went over here. And
he named it Villa d'Este because he went to Italy.
That's what I wanted to go to over here. So then it went to Villa d'Este.
Well, he liked the name so much. There's a place in Italy called Villa d'Este, Tivoli Gardens.
Okay.
Matter of fact, Liberace wanted that name, couldn't use it, so he opened up a place and called it Tivoli Gardens.
Yeah.
It's still there.
Okay.
Liberace's Tivoli Gardens.
Oh, Gavish. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So now, then do we go to La Scala? Does it turn into La Scala?
No, La Scala. No, Joe Pig sold that when he went to jail. He sold it before he went to do his 18 months.
Okay.
He came out and Joe went to the Mark I building, and that's where he opened it up, and he called that one Vesuvio.
Yeah.
Because he made the best chicken Vesuvio ever.
Not on the Vesuvio. Forget about it.
I got to tell you a class act he did. Joe did. Everybody wanted his recipe for chicken Vesuvio.
Right.
He would give it to nobody. But he told his son Jody, "Listen, when I pass, I want the recipe on all the prayer cards." When people on every prayer card on the back.
Come on.
So help me God.
Instead of Our Father,
that was on one side, but on the other side was the recipe for the chicken Vesuvio.
Mink, everyone got the.
Everyone got the recipe. They got the card.
God bless. Look, we got One Pinch Pete. Pete, you're new on the show. One Pinch Pete. I like the gun. What is it? We always like to have props on it. 38 snub nose. All right, it's beautiful. It's here. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Tony can't touch nothing for reasons we don't want to get into right now, but it's all good. Who was Ed Becker?
Ed Becker was started off as an investigator, really, with the newspaper Reed.
Yeah.
Started with Reed, and what happened is he kept going through it, and then he worked his way all the way up, and he knew everybody in town, very influential. He ran the entertainment thing at the Riviera when the Wise Guys had it.
Right.
And
good guy, right?
he was a very good guy.
Did a lot of things.
Did a lot of things. Stand-up guy.
Did a lot of things. I was reading. I was doing some dissecting, and we got to get a kick out of this. Come on, you got Bob the Minute, the Juice Man, right?
Bob the Midget.
The Midget. I mean, the Minute.
Bobby.
The Midget.
When
He must have had some balls, but this guy, he was a midget, but.
Yeah, but Lefty Rosenthal loved him. Lefty Rosenthal made him a host in the Stardust.
Yeah, right? Am I right? This
Bobby the
coming
Midget.
in.
Bobby the Midget was a juice man. He used to lay out juice.
Yeah, he's coming in to lay out the juice, but he's like a midget. What were guys looking at? What do you want?
One time, well, yeah, you know, he was a funny little man.
Yeah, I'm sure.
He was funny. He was really funny. Everybody loved him.
Right.
Because he put no pressure on you, because he loaned money to all the dealers that were those days, because the dealers were the biggest gamblers in this town.
You better believe
they
that,
all worked
man.
for nothing.
I love that. Okay, so, man, I'm just pumping them out, man, just stuff that I read.
Go ahead, that's okay.
The stuff's in the book.
Yeah, that's good.
But we don't want to give it all away because we want you to buy it and check it out.
That's all
Tony's pictures are beautiful. Out of all the connected guys, who did you have the most fun with?
My best friend, Tony Borsellino.
Okay, now, we talked about Tony with the situation with, I get a little kinky, with the girl.
Oh, yeah, that was in Florida.
But who exactly, and please, excuse me because I don't know, but who exactly was Tony Borsellino? Who exactly was he?
Well, he was part of a group called the Wild Bunch, 4 guys.
Is that out of Chicago?
Chicago, yeah.
Okay. Were they wild?
Yeah, they were.
Gavish.
Yeah.
He took care of business, but he was your good friend.
Best friend I ever had.
You miss him.
Yes, I do. I was very
Right.
close to him, his family.
Right? You miss a lot of guys, I'm sure, right?
Not a lot of them. A lot of them I'm glad they're gone because they were cruel. But
All right.
they weren't cruel to me. They were cruel to people that
All right, but
I've seen what they've done that was...
Right, but life's changed. That was a part of your life. Life is a different part now.
But Joe, see, a lot
Yeah.
of people don't realize. Let me explain this.
Please.
There's 2 outfits. One, you're in it, and one you work for them. Now, but what I mean by that, all the nightclubs, they used to own nightclubs, they used to own grocery stores. They had people just working there like you. Just a layman. He'd go to work. They had 5,000 employees. They owned all the restaurants and joints on Rush Street.
Right.
They owned 5,000 employees.
Right.
So they worked for them, but they weren't in the outfit. They didn't even know who their boss was.
They didn't know anything.
The only thing that the managers, like I even did it when I was at Whiskey Go-Go. People would work for me. That was Milwaukee Phil's place. I would tell them, now you got to go to these joints too when you get your day off. I give them names of joints that they owned.
Right.
Because they told me make sure they at least come to our joints and spend our money back.
Sure.
But now I'll give you an interesting story that's really interesting. Jimmy Allegretti owned 50% of he put the arm on the guy. He took over 50% of the currency store on Rush Street. But he made the guy a ton of money.
Yeah.
Here's what he did. Everybody that got a check from their company had to go to that currency and cash it.
Wait, I love this story.
You got to hear something.
Please tell them. We got 18 seconds left. When we come back, we want to cover that. But I
it's a unique story. You ain't gonna believe what he did.
I've heard it, but I love it. But Maron, what a way to make some bazools, huh?
He made a lot of them.
All right, you're watching the Joey Ciccone Show Connected. We need another 19 days. I'm with Tony Montana, all right? The Chicago outfit, World Center of Broadcast Media. We'll be right back.